Hello student, welcome back to VEHS Sumati Academy. So today again we have our GK class. So in our GK class we will start our new chapter, that is Animal Kingdom. Means in this chapter we will learn about different types of animals. First thing we have, that is hibernation. Okay. So if we will describe a hibernation in a line, so we can simply say that it's a long winter sleep. Okay, a long winter sleep in some animals is known as hibernation. Actually, what happened in the winter season when there is no availability of food, so most of many animals goes for a long sleep. Okay, like bear and also some also rats. Okay, they go for a long sleep for the entire winter season. In the summer season they collect the food and store the food in their body in the form of fat. Okay, in the summer season when there is availability of food, so they collect the food, eat too much food and store this food as a fat in their body. Or when the winter season starts, and they feel there is no food or there is no availability of food, so they just go for a longer sleep for the entire winter season and get the energy from the fat which they have stored in the summer season. So the long winter sleep is known as hibernation. So this sleep is called as hibernation. Now we will talk about polar bear. Okay, you can see the picture of polar bear. This polar bear is a hypercarnivorous bear. Okay, hypercarnivorous bear whose native range lies largely within the Arctic Circle. Okay, means mostly they live in the region of Arctic Ocean or Arctic Circle. Okay, this bear is a hypercarnivorous, and polar bears spend most of their lives on the sea ice. Okay, they spend most of their lives on the sea ice of the Arctic Ocean, depending on the oceans for their food and habitat. And also, polar bears are the only bear species to be considered marine animals. Okay, they are considered as marine mammals. Now, next we have seal. So all we know, seal is the aquatic animals, and mostly seal eats fish. Okay, mostly times they eat only fish, or we can see that the main food of seal is fish. Okay, these are seal also are the aquatic animals, and their main food are fish, because they are also living in the ocean regions, and the ocean there is ability. If we will talk about the food, so there is a large amount of fishes which they can eat. So that's why the main food of seal is. Next we have bee hummingbird. Okay, bee hummingbird. The bee hummingbird or the Helena hummingbird. Okay, it is a species of hummingbird, and it is the smallest bird. Okay, bee hummingbird. It is the bird's smallest bird, and it's native to the Cuba. It is native to the Cuba, and all we know, if two questions we can ask from this slide. First is, which is the smallest bird in the bird? The answer, we have the bee hummingbird. And the second question someone can ask, which is the largest bird in the bird? So that is the ostrich. Okay. Next we have vixen. Okay. Vixen is a name of the female fox. Okay, male foxes are known as the dogs, tots or renouts, or female are known as vixens, and their young ones are called as cubs, pups, and kids. So the but the if we will overall we will talk about, so their species are called as a kid foxes. So the female foxes are called as a vixens. Now we will talk about Arctic tern. Okay, This is a migratory bird. We all know the Arctic tern is a migratory bird, and this bird has a current full of breeding distribution covering the Arctic and subarctic regions of Europe, Asia, and North America. Okay, so it is a first thing we have to keep in mind about Arctic tern, that it is a migratory bird. And since we all know that the birds often live about for the 30 years, okay, their life time often is 30 years, and although researchers estimate that over its lifetime an Arctic tern migrates about 1.5 million miles. Okay, it migrates about 1.5 million miles, or we can say 2.4 million kilometers in its whole life cycle. And this distance is equal to 3 trips to moon and back to the earth. Okay, means 2.4 million kilometer is equal to if we will go to the moon and come back to the earth for the 3 times. So this much distance Arctic tern covered in its whole life, and it is a migratory bird. Now we will talk about Peregrine Falcon. It is somewhat also known as a peregrine, and it is known as a duck hawk in the North America. Okay, and it is a widespread bird of prey in the family of Pelicanite, and this bird it is a crow-sized falcon, and it has a blue-gray back and beard with white underparts, and also it has a black head. This bird is the fastest bird. In fact, we can say it is a fastest bird on animal on the earth when in a dive. Okay, uh, and if we will talk about the fastest animal, which we all know, that is cheetah. So this bird is also faster than cheetah. Now salmon. So it is salmon. It is a category, or it is a species of fish. Okay. So why it is famous? It is famous because whenever it has to lay eggs, it goes to the it swims to the upstream. Okay. Swimming upstream for spawning purpose simplifies migration. Okay. The why he migrate to the upstream whenever he has to lay the eggs, because somewhat younger fish who don't possess the strength to swim great distance follow the currents downstream. So larger food sources are available, allowing them to the increase in size, prepare for their own spawning journey in the future. So that's why salmon swim upstream for the benefit of the future generation. Now next word we have, that is pelican. Okay, pelican are a genus of large water birds. Okay, that makes up the family Pelicanide. Okay, basically they are characterized by a long beak. Basically they are famous for having a long beak and a large throat pouch. Okay, they are famous for a long beak and a large throat pouch, which they use for catching prey and draining water from the scooped up contains before soiling. Okay, so pelican is basically famous for having a long beak and also a large throat pouch. So thank you. Now this chapter is completed. Now we will meet in the next video.